Okay, project I'm working on this afternoon, installing my solar panel. Um, that's the control box and that's the inverter. And up here on the roof is my solar panel right there, and the sun just came out. Uh, it's a cloudy day, so it's not going to read like it should. Not all that it's going to. On a nice sunny day, it'll light this place up. But that's my solar panel, 100 watt, and that's enough to run my lights and things out here without having to run any electric back here. So we're coming in. Oh, by the way, this is my shed. So it's sitting up there on the roof, and we're coming into it. And of course, you can see it's in disarray, but that's all right. We got stuff everywhere. And here's the box the solar thing came in. I bought this solar panel used. Well, it wasn't used. He never used it. But I bought it online on the marketplace for $50, I think. And this control panel here is a very inexpensive solar charge controller, and this controls how much charge comes to your battery, and it will shut down when the battery's where it's supposed to be, and the solar panel won't charge anymore. That's why I need to get another battery to have at least 2, maybe even 3, as backups to be fully charged at all times. But no more when I'm out here. 2's fine. And so I'd like to have another one, but this works fine just by itself for what I do up till now. But I think you could actually run small power tools and stuff if you, for a little while, if you had backup so you can use both, especially if the sun was shining, because this thing does good. And you can see here, there's what's coming in off the solar panel to your battery, and this is what your battery's at. And that would be the usage coming out. I'm not sure what all those are, but that's where we are. And then this is your inverter, and you turn it on. You got 12, it says 12, 4, and 116 volts coming out. And you see there it's a 4,000 watt supposedly. I doubt that. I've never checked it, but I doubt if you're going to get 4,000 watt out of that little inverter. So this is that kind of Japanese or Chinese stuff you buy, and that's my light that lights this place right there. And I think that's like a 1100 or something lumina, and it only uses like 20 watts of electric to operate it, and you get over 100 watts worth of light out of it. All right, I just wanted to show you this, and that's my battery, of course. And so you can see the wires that are coming. You have the black and red one are the solar panel wires, and they go in the first ports. There's a negative and a positive. And then the second ports here are your battery. So those are going from the solar panel, from the control box, to the battery to charge the battery. And then you can see those coming off, which are these red and black ones, to the inverter. And of course the light's plugged in the inverter there. So you can see that 11.9 now, and 115 volts coming out of it. So that's how that thing operates. And then that's a 20-foot cord for the light, so you can move the light around wherever you want it, wherever you need the most light. So, but anyway, I wanted to share that with you if you ever want to do something like that. Basically, that's all there is to it. And the mount I used, I just bought 2 very inexpensive aluminum T-mounts. We use T-bolts in them. And you slide them in, and you mount your mounts on the roof, put your T-bolts on your panel, slide it into your T-mounts, and then tighten them down somewhat to keep it up there. All right, that's our lesson for today, and I hope that helps somebody. And of course, I'm no expert, and I will eventually build this box and close the battery in to keep any gases or anything from getting into the shed. And we'll have a little vent probably for it going out the roof. So, but anyway, if you ever want to take on the project, that's all there is to it. It's not a whole lot to it. And it serves a little purpose. You don't have to run any electric or anything. You just have all this stuff right here. And then if you do need to charge your phones or anything and electric's out, you have those ports here too. And they will, there's 2 ports here, USB. Charge your phone or computers, whatever you need to charge. And that will be handy also during an outage. And if you had a small, portable freezer to keep your meat in or something when power was out, you could also bring it back here and plug it in and do that too. All right, I'm going to let you go. I'll be here all day. So thank you for being with me, and I hope this helps somebody. All right, bye.